Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome to third edition of Angkasa Can Speak English, an English collaboration programs of Angkasa Junior High School, Angkasa Senior High School, and Penerbangan Angkasa Ardhagarini Vocational High School, which has aimed to encourage and the students in developing and learning English.
In this podcast, we are the hosts. I am Rafa from Angkasa Senior High School, and my friend Aidia from Angkasa Ardhagarini Vocational High School, and Kirana from Angkasa Junior High School.
So ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna have some long and very fun talk about Angkasa Adisutjipto School with our great guest star. He is Air First Marshal Azara Majoyo Sugito. He is an aircraft base commander at Adisutjipto Air Base. Thank you for coming today, sir. Very nice to meet you, sir.
Really nice to meet you. Hi Kirana, hi Ayudia, hi Reva. I'm really glad to be here, and this is my great honor to be invited in this Angkasa Can Speak English. Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you sir for coming to here today. How are you, sir?
I'm really good, and thanks God we are in a good health environment, and to be here we have to be vaccinated, we have to be healthy, and the temperature not above 36 degrees Celsius. That's great.
Exactly.
Do you mind if I ask?
Sorry?
Do you mind if I ask?
Oh, of course. We have to do good communications. That's the main objective.
Could you tell us about your family background?
My family background is quite a long story, because you can imagine that I was born in 1971, probably the same age with your parents. Exactly on 21st of August 1971, I was born in Bandung. Bandung is west of Java, but my family origin, my father's from Jogja, and my mother from Padang, Sumatra Island. So it's quite mixed, because I was born in Bandung, and then I spent a lot of educational statement in Bandung. That's a junior high school, the elementary school, junior high school, senior high school I spent in Bandung. That's why I really make Sundanese language as my second language, not Japanese, not the others. And after that, I joined the Air Force Academy in 1990, finished 1993, joined the Air Force Flying School here in Adisutjipto, and finished 1995. So that's the educational background. And I was married with someone special, not really far from me, only 2.5 meters. His name is Nikan. Nikan from Japanese language means a woman. That's why he's a woman. And I have two sons. One is 22 years old. One is 20 years old. It's quite not quite old, but quite mature. That's it.
Who is the person that means to you in your life?
In my life so far, my wife. She's the only one. My partner in crime, my partner in happiness, and he's my half soul. So sweet, right?
Yeah, so
It's like a
sweet.
soulmate.
Soulmate.
Could you tell us about your duty experience?
Okay, that's really a long story also. I started my duty after finish my Air Force flying school. 1995, I was posted in 12 Squadron, Pekanbaru City, the Rio Province. I spent there quite a long, it's 17 years,
Ah, so long.
very long. But in between, I spent a lot of educational experience as well. When I was captain, I was sent by Indonesian Air Force headquarters to Europe, to America, to Australia to study.
Well, it's a long
That's
journey.
why in the first of this session I mentioned about join the Air Force, but before that, don't forget join the Angkasa school, join the Air Force to see the world.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Okay, do you have unforgettable memories of it?
During my duty, that's a lot of experience, and we can divide it into two type of experience. Flying experience is really different because in every sorties, in every flight time, there are different in between. I mean, different experience.
So
But-
what is it like?
That's great. That's great because I remember the unforgettable experience when I had the emergency experience. At that time, I flew above the city called Sale. I did the flying instructor course in Australia, and I had the emergency experience. I had to cut off the engines. So, aircraft powered by engine, right?
Yeah.
But I had to cut off. It means I have no power. I have no engine at the time. I had to land in the unprepared surface.
Oh, that's really terrifying.
That's really terrifying, challenging, and I did survive. That's the main point. And the really funny experience because right after that I had to jump out from the aircraft, and I did thanks to the God. In Indonesian language is sujud syukur, and every Western told that I was unconsciousness. I was unconsciousness. It means not good condition, but that's I'm good. I'm survived. This is me. That's it.
Quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous, yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Okay, so now I want to ask you about Angkasa School. So, what is Angkasa School itself?
Angkasa School, especially the Angkasa Adisutjipto. If you want to know exactly what is the Angkasa School, you have to know also the who is Adisutjipto. What is Adisutjipto?
Yeah.
What the meaning of Adisutjipto itself? He is the one of the Indonesian heroes, and you know he was born back in 1910 in Ambarawa, and he did a lot of educational program with the Dutch that educational environment, and he was finished Netherlands Air Force as a pilot, and he started in 1945, exactly right after Indonesian independence. He formed the first Indonesian Air Force flying school here in Adisutjipto, and probably you watch the Cadet 1947.
Yes.
That's a really true story, and this is the place when the Indonesian Air Force struggling movement started in 1945 and in 1947. They are a really brave heroes. He did the operation to attack the location of the Dutch military,
Yeah.
and he did. That's why Adisutjipto is really good and really great man who started the Indonesian Air Force Flying School in 1945, just after Indonesian independence. The environment is not really good, right? Not like now, but is really struggling. All right, that's a short story about Adisutjipto himself, but about the Angkasa schools, we had the elementary, junior, senior high schools here. Basically, why we gave the name Angkasa. Angkasa is related with the philosophy of flying. As you know, we have a philosophy of flying. The sky is white, but there is no room for error. Really, really wide, really fast, but there is no room for error. That's why we give the name of Angkasa. Angkasa is great. There is no violence, there is no error, there is no bad activities. Angkasa is really great, really good. That's mean Angkasa Adisutjipto. That's it.
Okay, talking about Adisutjipto, do you choose him as your role model?
A role model for Adisutjipto. Okay. Myself or in terms of duty? Sorry, what do you mean the role model for me?
I mean, you're inspirational person. Like when you work, you remember of him like he brave or thoughtful or something like that.
That's why I'm really great to be here as a Adisutjipto base commander because I choose himself. Adisutjipto is my role model because he was very brave in the not ideal environment. He could produce a lot of young pilots at the time back in 1945 because I just imagine a lot of burden, a lot of boundaries, a lot of challenge he faced during that time. That's why he's my role model. Why not?
He's a great person.
Yes.
Indeed. Okay. Do you have any plans as the leader of Angkasa schools in Adisutjipto Air Force Base?
Okay. We have to know because the technology is always improving.
Yes.
Kind of social media, kind of cyber environment is really challenging, especially for Adisutjipto Angkasa School. That's why we started to make virtual or the electronic system for educational
Yeah.
based on the virtual system. We start to make an improvement about that, the system of learning. But you know, Indonesia have a regulation what kind of improving could be approved from the government. We have to follow the rules, but we can create it something new. For example, like here today, right now, we are doing some podcasts, doing some English improving program. That's a really, really good environment for education environment. That's my goals. My goals is make Angkasa great and great again. Just like American government, make American great, and I will make Angkasa great.
Yeah, we really hope that the goals are achieved.
Okay, so talk about future. Would you tell us what is your hope for Angkasa School in the future?
Of course, as I mentioned before, that Angkasa will be the school prepare the young generations to be the Air Force officers, for example. But not only joining military, because we prepare the Angkasa student to be the Indonesian leader in the future. That's why character buildings and also the educational improving also my prioritize during this time to enhance the Angkasa capabilities, especially for the students. character to be the Indonesian leader for the futures.
So I was so curious. Your English is so good, and from the beginning, how you learn?
Not easy to tell you because this is my secret. No, no, no. uh, Basically, I remember when I was in senior high school,
Yeah.
I was a singer
You're a
in
singer?
the band, yes, and mostly a lot of my songs is English songs. You know the English, so how to sing the good English song is a good pronunciation, right?
Yeah.
That's why to get memorize of all the songs and deliver with a good pronunciation is my goal at the time. That's why we pronounce the good English. Even I didn't know what is the meaning
Yeah.
of the word, but starting with the good pronunciation, with the good memory of English vocabularies, is a good starting point for studying English. Don't care about the grammar, don't care about the uncommon word, but please do start with memorize in English songs. That's a good starting for studying English. But after I joining the Indonesian Air Force Academy, it was compulsory to speak and compulsory to study English. But anyway, I'm really surprised because when I was like yourself, probably 15 or 16 years old,
16.
I couldn't even speak English. I was surprised. How come you study? Sorry, are you born in somewhere in London?
No. I'm born in Medan town.
Medan.
Sumatera.
Okay. It's not British, right? But your
No.
British pronunciation is just like watching a movie. What the movie?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah, how come? How could you study Harry Potter for your English pronunciation? That's really, really. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, so I really like Hermione. Hermione from Harry Potter.
Ah,
Her accent is really, really incredible, and I want that accent. So I learned the accent. So yeah, just that.
okay. I'm willing. Probably you will studying in British in there someday.
So, amen,
Because-
amen.
Yeah, because I'm quite surprised. How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Just like to listen to English song. Just like
Oh, great. That's good. A good way to study English. How about you, Kirana?
I'm just studying,
Oh, okay.
like have private teacher.
Oh, great. Okay, basically, if you want to more and more understanding about English, don't think in another bahasa or bahasa Indonesia, but thinking in English because it's coming. It will be delivered fluent and also instantly if you think also in English.
yeah.
That's it. That's why in the starting point, I encourage you. Okay, this is English environment. We are not in Jogja. We are not in Indonesia. We are in
Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah, in Melbourne. So everybody cannot speak Indonesian. That's why we have to speak English. Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir, for being with us and give us such an inspiring motivation.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I never expect I have the chance to have some talk with you, sir. So much experience I feel I got here. Thank you so much, sir.
It's my great pleasure to be here and meet you all with very, very good English capabilities. And yeah, I encourage young people here in Jogja, especially in Angkasa Adisutjipto School, to join with us. Don't hesitate to speak English because English is a common word, is an international language for communication. We have to be able to speak and we have to be able to understand each other in English. That's a good starting point to see the word. As I mentioned before, join the Angkasa Adisutjipto School, join the Air Force, and see the world.
And we're so amazed with your story, and it's really an honor for us to be present in this podcast. So I hope people out there have a great day and stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next edition.